City of East Ridge is putting on the brakes when it comes to smoking and using tobacco.
The City Council voted in favor of the ban last night, which would make smoking and using tobacco prohibited on city property. NewsChannel 9's Alyssa Spirato spoke to the city and residents of East Ridge today who aren't too happy with the result. Alyssa.
Karen Latricia, the ban passed with a 3-to-1 vote. East Ridge City Manager Tim Gobble tells me it's an effort to keep others safe, keep the areas clean, and lower health insurance costs. This is where people discard their cigarette butts in front of East Ridge City Hall. But in just a few months, smoking on city property could become a thing of the past.
In the long term, I think that this ban will help us reduce those costs and save taxpayer money, and it'll create a more pleasant atmosphere on our city property.
The ban would prohibit smoking and chewing tobacco at all city-owned properties around East Ridge, places like Camp Jordan and City Hall. Signs will tell the public about the ban, but city leaders say they don't intend to go overboard.
If somebody's smoking or doing something that tobacco-wise they're not supposed to, we'll just nicely ask, hey, you know, we got a tobacco-free park, and that's all. I don't look to be nothing that we're locking people up, that we're enforcing anything upon anybody.
But what they say they can't control is smoking on public streets or sidewalks.
People that are smoking in their car don't have to worry about a police officer pulling up and saying anything.
Several East Ridge residents I talk with today think it's a good idea, but smokers I talk to are not okay with it.
My husband and I were both smokers, reformed smokers. We've been quit for many, many years. And I look back on our experience, and I really wish that we had never smoked around them.
They need to start finding other ways of coming up with money to pay for the little cars and everything else they want to spend their money on, instead of worrying about charging people to smoke when we have a right to smoke wherever we want.
People will pretty well police themselves. I don't look to be running up and telling people, hey, get that out of your mouth or do this and that.
City Manager Tim Gobble says the ban is not set in stone just yet. Tuesday's vote was just the first reading and still needs to pass through the second, something Gobble says shouldn't be a problem. If enacted, the ban will go into full effect on October 1st.